Consider for a moment the very idea of luck. What is it? A force? A lady? A new AARP member? Is it the same thing as karma, but just a different word? What is PixPlay? A game? A league? A very loud cry for help? In any regard, PixPlay and luck seem to go hand in hand, and when it comes right down to it, it's all no more than picking heads or tails on a coin flip, right? That can't be too hard.
The law of averages, if I've got this right, means that if 6 monkeys were thrown up in the air long enough, they would land on their tails about as often as they would land on their
heads. Getting a bit of a bore, isn't it?
A bore?
Well,
what about the suspense?
What suspense?
It must be the law of diminishing returns. I feel the spell about to be broken. Well, it was an even chance.
78 in a row. A new record, I imagine.
Over the years, there have been many attempts to gain luck, like using a good luck charm, like rabbit's feet, or perhaps a game day superstition that only you understand, or, as legends recommend, a 4-leaf clover, a very, very rare thing, like a 3-0. It's exactly the kind of Irish luck that Notre Dame and any of their pickers are going to need this Saturday as we arrive to our 3rd preseason game. Now it's week 1 and the race is on. Last weekend, our first 2 preseason games got us started off as UCF put a beat down on Stanford Indeed, and the Rams handled the Saints easily at home. Now we're upon Notre Dame, who will travel to Georgia and try and beat the Dogs Saturday night. If there are any clovers to be had on Saturday, it would be a huge win not only for Notre Dame, but the 10 Pix players that picked them. Then our Week 1 contests get rolling with 2 very yummy college football games on Saturday and an NFL game where, honestly, any outcome would surprise me. The cheat sheet looks like this, and we have majority love for Ole Miss, Auburn, and the Falcons. Let's not forget about the Michigan Wolverines, who also have a chance to go on the road this weekend and beat a team that wears red and prove that they're not just sizzle, maybe a little bit of steak. When I think about the team from Ann Arbor and the Golden Domes from South Bend, I wonder why they don't take after a different program, one that's not afraid to show up on the road and win big games, a team that's not afraid to fly like the Eagles. No, not those Eagles. These Eagles. Consider this. MAC conference team Eastern Michigan University has traveled to a Big Ten team each of the last 3 seasons. And each of those last 3 seasons, Eastern Michigan has returned to Ypsilanti with a win. In 2017, they started with a big upset over Purdue, and then last year, another upset over Big Ten Rutgers, and finally last weekend, a win over Illinois. Not just 3 great wins for a smaller program that should inspire a team like Michigan or Notre Dame to show up on the road and make some noise, but also consider that Eastern took home $2.41 million just to win those 3 games. That's pretty bad for the Big Ten. I haven't seen someone waste money like that since the last time I went shopping alone unsupervised. To talk about this and a little more, it's time to go around the league for a Clubhouse chat. This time, we get a visit with Matt. Matt, what year did you play at Eastern?
95 to 98.
How about that big win the other day?
I know, it's 3, wasn't it? 3 in a row.
Wait, did you see they made $2.14 million off of those 3 games that they've won?
Good, they need it.
Brendan, did you know that?
Big giant building that I need to go see.
Oh, they're redoing all the School of Technology building too.
When I was home and we played sand volleyball over there by the student court or the student hall, it looked really nice over there.
But like what you were saying, the student center is really nice. It's some of the older buildings on the outside of campus, like on the outer part of campus, that I think they're trying to redo right now. I think they worked on a few of them last year, but they're redoing 2 buildings, I think, completely this year.
Do you still have season tickets?
Yep, we got 4 of them this year. I used to have 2 of them, but they were cushion seats, but now that they're both not in our laps, we just do 4.
If Brendan offered you a free swap of his tickets for your tickets, what would you say?
Nah.
Oh,
Mine were $300 for the season.
ooh, that's probably like one game for Brendan.
I know, mine's like double that.
I only
Okay.
get 5 games.
So I was thinking this earlier, and tell me if this is true or not, if this is even possible. That there's potential for old Matt Stafford to be good. Can he be like one of those quarterbacks that gets really good when he's old? When he's at the point where he's still healthy and young.
Well, he's not terrible. They have never built anything around him. His body is going to deteriorate. He could be good, but there's nothing there.
I was so excited last week when they were in the game. I can't believe I was just so shocked to see the Lions beat a team that's supposed to be good.
I stopped watching the first game because I thought they had it won.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you play at Wisconsin when you were at Eastern?
Yes, when I was a sophomore.
Once?
We went to Madison. We went to East Lansing. We went to Ann Arbor, Columbia, Columbia, Missouri, and then Orlando for Central Florida. Those were the big ones.
What was the hardest place to play at? Or like, was it an actual place where you were physically intimidated to be there?
No, Madison was pretty loud, and it was all red. Central Florida, the old Citrus Bowl was really loud. Michigan Stadium was not intimidating at all. Michigan State was not. Missouri fans threw oranges and pint bottles onto the field when they would score. So that was kind of dangerous.
Of course they did. I don't think they play a Big Ten team next year. They play Missouri again.
Wow.
Because they could have went for 4 in a row.
What are they in? Yeah, Missouri, like the University of Missouri?
Uh-huh.
Well, they can beat an SEC team. They tried against Kentucky, but blew it.
Wisconsin's favored by 3.5.
Should be higher.
It's in Madison? Yeah, it should be about 5 or 6.
They haven't given up a point all year.
It's at noon.
Wisconsin, 49-0 and 61-0.
Really?
Yeah.
Against
Michigan's not very. They're not in that top 10 team.
Okay, what was it?
I've had this argument.
No, for sure they're not.
Before.
Sorry, Brendan, what'd you say?
The thing for Michigan and Michigan State is that they do not have an X factor quarterback like Ohio State does every year, like Alabama, like Clemson, and I think that's what really kills. They don't have a lot of playmakers.
Well, if they had a good solid defense, they won't need one. But they don't do that either.
Do you think they're too conservative?
No, they went out. They keep getting people to call the offense and defense, and they just don't recruit the right people. I think what he wants to do, though, is he wants to recruit people that are going to represent the university the right way, which is not a bad thing. But you're not always going to get the best players at those positions either.
Are either of you confident that they would win this year?
No, it's not a rivalry. It's just turned into Ohio State's conference, and every once in a while they lose a game.
This is a little game we call How Confident Are You?
Not very.
I'm going to tell you who has the same picks as you this week, and you tell me if it makes you more or less, how much more or less confident it makes you. All right, so Matt this week took Georgia, Ole Miss, Texas A&M. Here's who that's the same as. Teresa. Me. Ooh.
Well, so far it was good when you said Teresa, but then you said you.
Teresa, me, and Ryan. Oh, Ryan's in last place. Man, you're freaking screwed. Dang, is that a Lions Crown Royale?
Yeah.
Brendan, you're probably all over that.
That's pretty sweet. They just started selling it at Ford Field.
You know what they did? They have it, and then as soon as you buy it, you lose it. It's like the Lions. They keep getting lost in their game.
Do you have a favorite equation?
No, but I like doing trig identities. Those are always fun. Make the left side equal the right side. And the Pythagorean theorem is very important.
The Pythagorean theorem is very, very important. Actually, can you explain to me again, Brendan? Do you have a favorite equation? Let me ask you first, or did you die?
I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite equation. I'm trying to think of what I really like to do. Like, I love doing
proofs,
eliminating and finding variables like within multiple equations, or
doing an interview for PixPlay.
Like linear algebra, stuff like that, where you have to do elimination, substitution. I love doing math like that.
I really like stoichiometry. What's up?
Hi.
Special guest Simone. Simone, who do you think would win between California and Ole Miss? And if you, Yeah, that's true.
So,
She's right.
That's devastating.
Thanks, Simone.
why? Because we both took Ole Miss.
You heard it here, folks.
No, I didn't.
Simone called it first. My favorite is E equals MC squared, but the cool thing about it was there's a really cool video online. I'll have to... Oh, sweetie, look at your nose. Are you okay? No. Look at him.
So good night.
Good night. Hope your
Good night.
hope your nose feels better.
Well, that's Einstein's. What is that? Einstein's relativity.
Yeah. But I don't remember what are derivatives and integers for. That totally left me.
Derivatives are to find the slope of a tangent line because you had no way of finding it if you only had 1 point. You couldn't find the slope of a line at 1 point unless you had another point when you're in algebra. So they developed a way to figure out the slopes of lines at 1 point.
Like on a curve or a circle?
Yeah.
Just a bunch of lines. Like in...
what was the other one?
Integers.
Integers find areas of functions that are not straight, or they're not circular. So like we can find the area of a triangle, rectangle, circles with formulas, but like a blob shape, you got to be able to find the area of that, like the surface of a lake.
Right.
It's not, so you got to be able to put functions in there to find that area.
Also because I had the hardest time understanding cross sections. It took my brain to like 26 to understand what a cross section was.
Are like a slice, the face of the slice of a bread out of a loaf, or a slice of a cucumber out of a cucumber.
I don't know why I couldn't picture that when I was younger. Can you, Brennan? Can you spatially imagine stuff?
Hard.
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, I mean,
depends on how complex.
You engineering. How much math did you use like on a daily basis your engineering internship?
But I did a lot of the programming, so I didn't have to do a lot of like math, but more of coding.
I'm gonna tell you who Brendan picked, and tell me, and who the same he has, and tell me if he should be nervous or excited. So Brendan went with Georgia, Cal, Auburn, and Falcons. Here are his comrades: Harlan, Mom,
Going down.
Dad,
Yeah, that's a loss.
Larry,
Yeah, he's fallen off though lately, hasn't he?
and that's it.
And he actually lost an elimination last week.
I saw that.
Who'd you take for elimination?
I took the Browns week 1 and they sucked. So then I had to go big or go home. So I went Patriots against the Dolphins, and now I'm going Cowboys versus the Dolphins.
So you're gonna do the whole strategy, but you're just gonna take everyone against the Dolphins for the rest.
I am now because last year I was out in 3 weeks.
That's the same boat I'm in, and I hate it. I hate this game.
By the way, when I'm out, I am not buying back in.
Last year, week 3. Let me look. How many? Most of the people took the Vikings. 22 people took the Vikings out
This
of
week?
like 33. Nope, last year, week 3, and they lost and eliminated over like
I
15
remember
people.
that.
And the Cowboys are picked 24 times this week, week 3.
They're not going to lose to the Dolphins.
There's no
I don't
way.
know. They played the Bills last year in Minnesota, and the Bills were the worst team projected, and they lost. So I don't know.
I can settle this. Brendan, who'd your dad take?
The Cowboys.
Oh my God. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe Michigan and the Lions can surprise us this weekend. That'd make me really happy. But I won't hold my breath.
Michigan probably has a better. Who do the Lions play?
Eagles in Philly.
Yeah, the Michigan has a better chance than the Lions do.
We probably should have parlayed the two of them, and we could have won $7,000.
Good luck.
Yeah. We were trying to come up with a sign-off because everyone got upset last time that there was no sign-off. So we have to have...
There was no sign-off. Yeah, it's just like, okay, we're still talking, and then that's it.
We have to have something to say as we leave.
Bye.